I think we're just going to open the show with a video I was just sent about a guy in the Atlanta airport who's had it. And I've not seen this yet. Everyone's like, this is a guy who's freaking out about the Epstein files. And I'm like, bet he's not freaking out enough. I bet you're not going to send me a video where someone is freaking out as much as I think they should be freaking out. Let's see. It's pretty good.
Epstein files have been released, and all y'all are acting normal. All y'all are acting normal. They can laugh, but y'all can Google it. They can laugh.
By the way, they're at the Atlanta airport. They can't Google it. No, they can't. No, they can't. Boingo Wi-Fi. This is how everyone's like, we haven't seen it. We can't get into Boingo. Okay.
But y'all can Google it. The Epstein files have been released, and all of y'all are acting normal.
Yeah.
All of y'all are acting normal. All of y'all are acting normal.
The woman goes, it's too early for this.
Airport is acting normal.
Yeah.
Everybody's calling.
No, you shut the up.
Wait, don't say nothing.
Epstein files. What I'm reading, and everybody in this room can read. If you go to Google, right? Yeah. Everybody in this room can read. They are eating babies. They are trafficking children. And if you think for a second anything in your life matters, you are on the wrong side of this.
This is easily the most normal reaction I've seen until you're on the wrong side of history. It's like, no, it's not. Our brains are broken. Great news. I'm going to be in airports soon, too. You will be seeing me plagiarizing his exact speech on my way to Eau Claire, Wisconsin on March 6th. I will be at the Pablo Center at the Confluence. And then on March 7th, I'll be in Rochester, Minnesota. But before the shows, I will be in the airports before I go to the Mayo Civic Center in Rochester, screaming that it's weird that everyone is acting so normal with what is going on. Then Sacramento, March 13th. I will be in Santa Rosa on March 14th. And then I'm coming down to St. Louis, Missouri, March 19th. I'll be at the Factory. Then I'm going to Royal Oak Music Theater. I love that venue. Then Omaha, Nebraska. I'll be at the Astro Theater. Des Moines, Iowa. I'll be at the Hoyt Sherman Place. I've been there before. I love it. Then Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Look, guys, will I do comedy when I come to Philadelphia on April 3rd? I did see a meme that said, since the Eagles aren't in the Super Bowl, the fans are just doing regular crime. Look, we needed this. We needed to be humbled, but I'll be there on the 3rd, and we're going to figure out what to do next year about this Eagles thing. Because I can't go through this again. I can't do this again. Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'll be there on May 9th. Honestly, looking for a new team, NFL team. Miami. I'm coming there. Maybe I'm a Dolphins person now. Why not? They went undefeated once, like a whole season. There was like a whole season. I think they're the only team that went undefeated for an entire season. It was before we were all born. But I like me in a weird stat. Oh, it's Miami, but then I'm going to Cozumel on Bert Kreischer's fully loaded money laundering scam. See you there. We have been trying to get these Epstein files released for so long. And I agree, it's too early. We needed more time. Remember when we were like, release the list? Now I'm like, guys, that was a little premature.
Well, everybody wanted a list.
Yeah. I thought I was going to see a Post-it note of a couple celebrities' names and we were going to move on with our lives. I didn't think I was going to be, looking through a photo book from the depths of hell. And then finding out the photo was actually a video. I didn't think there was going to be like psychopathic Easter eggs within. This is what we wanted on some level, but do you think that it feels a little bit like, okay, guys, I feel like you could have doled this out. I don't know, maybe like in video games, there's levels. I don't know. Maybe you could have eased us into this, or is this their way of just going, and
That's
now
strategy. Yeah.
I feel like the weirdest thing that's happening is you don't know what certain people have seen. It's also weird to have seen all of it.
Well, what I'm not seeing in any of the reports or people that have looked at it and are sharing things is there's almost no security footage or hidden camera footage from any of his properties.
Because there's like DVDs and everyone's like, we don't know how to bump this out to a JPEG.
Yeah, totally.
we need Pat. Pat.
But like not even like the front door, who's come in and who's gone on what days. Like none of that, the not disgusting
what
footage.
You're saying is
the real evidence hasn't even been touched.
When you're looking through this, don't look at what's there, look at what's missing.
Yeah, like why are there no security camera videos of any activities?
I know. There's no healthy way to go about this because the angrier and angrier you're going to get. And we're just going to self-immolate so that by the time AI had broken our brains, you know, my default, and maybe it's just me trying to protect my psyche or some kind of like subconscious like gaslighting myself. I'm like, is that real? Like when I see it not from the government website, I go, that can't be real. Like it's my default now, you know? And it's almost like the stuff that's like a photo of a Xerox. I'm like, I don't know, that feels like it's AI. Whereas something that's like more recent, I'm like, that feels real. Like just our idea of like what is real and what is not. Now it's just kind of so warped anyway. But yeah, dude. I mean, I look at that girl who used to be like, release the list, and I just send her love. She didn't know how good she had it. We didn't know how good we had it when they were not releasing the list. Remember when we thought it was gonna like fix everything? It was like, for me, it was just like, just release the list and water under the bridge. Like, I don't know what I thought, you know, it's like, it was this ultimatum that I think for some reason we just were like, yeah, release the list. Justice will be served. Now I'm like, are the Amish taking on people? Like, can I just go? Do I just show up? Am I like, is there like a mailroom I can start in? Like, I can't do this. Like, we have to get off the internet. Like, they should have been like, we're going to release them, but you guys have to come to the computer and look at them, and we'll have like mental health professionals standing by. You know what? I took a little break. From the Epstein files. And you know what? You know how like I went to the Ren Fair like 4 times in a row, 4 years in a row as a joke. And each time I went, I like dressed up more and more as a joke.
And then you found out that to become queen is a lot of work. It's a year-long commitment.
They left me on red, and I will never stop talking about it. I fully DM'd the Ren Fair and was like, stop journaling about it. Stop manifesting it. Time to take me off your vision board. The answer is yes. I will be the queen. Did not DM me back. But I was going to the Ren Fair like as a joke for 4 years. And like, no, I'm a Ren Fair person. I don't know how to come out of the closet as one. I don't know. I'm already planning costumes with friends for the next one. Like, it's when do you acknowledge that you're like a fan of the Olympics and it's not just on? Like, this is the year, and maybe it's everyone is so desperate for a distraction at this point. I'm into the Olympics. Like, I'm watching it for real. I never thought I would be so relieved to see like the Jocks during a time of the most apocalyptic revenge of the nerds madness. It is kind of nice to see some jocks, some guys that like did get laid in high school, like throw women in the air on ice instead of into tubs of sulfuric acid. It's kind of like, oh, she might just break her ankle and that's it. Okay, it's been kind of a breath of fresh air to watch men in spandex throw women up to do flips instead of read emails about how some men throw women's bodies off boats. Like, it's kind of been a little bit of a refreshing diversion is what it has been, you know? Like, we're not bummers, okay? Women, I like seeing a woman fly through the air, okay? I would just like for her to be alive and win a prize at some point, okay? I'd rather not land in the trap door at the bottom of your house that goes into the ocean.
To be hurled with dignity.
I'm excited to be watching something where the young teenage girls are called competitors. and the old men are called coaches. This is the only appropriate arrangement of teenage girls and adult men. The men only go if they get paid. These men are men of integrity. They tell the girls to do splits for millions of people for a gold necklace, not for one inbred prince. Shake your body for your country, not your country's leader. It's honestly downright heartwarming seeing a 55-year-old male coach screaming at a 15-year-old girl teenager. It's like, oh, good. An old man that doesn't like teenage girl. Like, this is... He's like, let's go, you pig. I'm like, I love this guy. Like, I can tell.
Finally, some appropriate attention.
You know what I'm saying? These guys cannot stand them. He's just like, oh, God, this brat. God, can you put your sweats on, please? Like, it's nice to see these old men trying to get these teenagers to win a prize instead of to kneel down for a satanic ceremony. It's just frankly wholesome. The coaches of Olympic athletes, this is who I follow. All right. And I have been just really wrapping myself in the cozy hug of their expressions towards the girls, which are that of just pure disgust. Like 5 or 6 years ago, we'd be like, this guy's mean. He's toxic to her. He's got to go. Now we're like, this is correct.
I used to love mean coaches growing up. You get the coaches that totally lose their stuff and like explode and just start screaming at everybody.
Yeah.
I loved that.
You're like, we're 12.
Yeah, it was great. You watched.
So it wasn't a trial separation, huh?
Just to
it's going to trial.
Like everybody's trying, you know, all the kids are trying.
Yeah, like
and then there's like a 45-year-old guy
that's the best.
Storming around screaming at everybody. It was hilarious.
We don't want to suck. And we're sorry you got 3 DUIs. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Like I know I had that too. I definitely had that too. It's like you had a coach that like played like, you know, at some college or something like, and now but I'm like, why are you doing this?
The stakes are so low.
What's this for? You don't have a kid that goes here. It's like these coaches that are like, can you just dunk, please? You're like, I'm in middle school in Tampa. None of us play. Like, what do you we just don't have a ride home. We don't want to play basketball. We want to go make out with our history teacher.
My parents work late.
She's game. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not Rudy. You're not in an Antoine Fisher movie. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Get on Hinge, you dork. Okay. Sorry. Thank you for that digression. I think I kind of needed it. But I do like the coaches, like watching I think I would have struggled with like young girls and coaches if they were like, you know, happy to be watching their girls perform or something. They're like actively disgusted by the teenage girls that they like, disappointed because she got like second place. Like, ugh. And by the way, even if one of these teenage girls does win first place, there's no hug. There's just like a nod, maybe like a really hard pat on the back, like awkward. They don't. This is how adult men should behave around teenage girls. It should be awkward. It's just full of disgust, no eye contact. It doesn't look like they've ever made eye contact with these girls, and I'm all for a cold demeanor. The only appropriate thing to say to a teenager if you're 45 years old is, you stink. You stink. Not, you're so mature for your age. You're such an old soul. Not, I'm going to help you get your massage license. It's, you stink. Carrie Strug, remember? Boom, boom, broke her ankle on the first one. The coach was like, go again. Do it again. You stink. I don't care. Your body, I don't need your body for anything else. I don't care. Good. I used to be like, oh my God, they're like hurting these girls. I'm like, no. You should want their bodies to be useless. That means you're not invested in them doing anything for you. Hey, the Olympics the injuries used to freak me out. Like the Winter Olympics, I used to not be a Winter Olympics person because I'm so scared of like seeing just like a grotesque, horrible injury. But in the context of the Epstein files, it's kind of a blast. I sit down, I'm like, let's go, you guys. Like, maybe we're going to see a kneecap just slice someone's neck open on the luge. I feel like my brain is so broken at this point. After looking at the Epstein files, I was like, Lindsey Vonn broke another knee, zoom in. Like, I'm literally like trying to see the injury. Like, I was like, we all have some good news today. Lindsey Vonn's never going to walk again. But it was her idea. She has agency. She did it, at least she did it doing what she loved. Someone told me that she broke her other, because I didn't know she broke the other knee. I was like, oh, she ripped her ACL or something, and then she skied anyway. And Chris was like, yeah, no, she broke her other knee. And I almost threw up in my mouth. I was like, ugh. And everyone else was like, yeah. I was like, you guys, this should be weirder. The news of a woman getting her other knee shattered into pieces, honestly, it's a weird day when that is a welcome update compared to the emails documenting teenagers' lives being shattered into pieces on an island that for some reason had a dentist office on it with the heads behind the wall. I feel like some of these photos they're dropping are just to like distract us. You know what I mean? Like they're like, let's just throw this one in just to get extra nightmare. Like no one needed that nightmare. I've had the nightmares. I've got the nightmares. I don't need the head on the wall in the Epstein Island dentist office for any reason. Would you like to move on with your life? That's it. Or not. There's a couple versions of looking at these files. And right now, they are not organized in a way that I believe anyone can move on with their life. I think everyone needs Ollipop. It's exactly the soda that you grew up with, except it's made with a functional ingredient blend that supports digestive health, high fiber, low sugar. This is root beer. I forgot about root beer, dude. It is, oh God. Like, I don't know what it is.
Sassafras.
Is it sassafras? Root beer is sassafras? 2 out of 3 Americans say they deal with digestive issues, and 95% of us aren't getting enough fiber. Enter Olipop. Tackles both of those while tasting. I'm obsessed with it. I don't need to exaggerate for you here. I switched from traditional soda a while ago. I already talked about that. I don't go back to traditional soda. I get this in my green room, when I tour, when I do stand-up. Olipop is the best. It has an amazing deal. Buy any 2 cans in a store. They'll pay you back for 1. Just go to Ollipop.com/Whitney. You can also find Olipop at Walmart, Target, Costco, Whole Foods, and on Amazon. I have a subscribe and save to Olipop because I love it. Drink Ollipop.com/Whitney for a free can. So it's February, and those New Year's resolutions are either holding strong or completely falling apart, the latter. One thing that I actually want everyone to stick with this year is taking care of your mental health, especially with what is going on right now. I know, what mental health? That's why I want to talk about Rula, R-U-L-A. Rula is a healthcare company that makes finding quality therapy genuinely easy. They partner with over 100 insurance plans, which brings the average cost down to $15 a session. And Rula doesn't just match you with whoever's available next. They actually look at your goals, your background, your preferences. They connect you with a therapist who fits the work that you actually want to do. They have over 15,000 therapists and psychiatrists across the country, so there's no wait list, there's no endless searching. You can often get an appointment as soon as tomorrow. And we all need it as soon as tomorrow. If you've been thinking about making a real change this year, this is it. Go to Rula, RULA.com/Whitney to get started. That's Rula.com/Whitney. Mental health care is actually built to last. Needs to take care of themselves right now. I know that's like a ridiculous sort of thing to say. And the Olympics is it. I'm telling you, there's something really fun about it. Like just being like, I like was rooting for America, you know, without feeling dirty or something. I don't know. It was like, well, it's so refreshing to see like the best from each country on ice and in the snow instead of the worst of our country's ice. Dude, winter athletes, they don't seem like creepy, like predator type people. It's too many things. We need to be reminded. I think as much negative data as we're getting, we have to actively offset that by accumulating like positive data that not everybody is a psychopath. Because we're going to start thinking that way. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine yesterday. I was like, dude, you have got to like go on a road trip, like leave New York, LA. Like most people want to kill PDF files. Like most people want to kill them. You know, like this is not everybody that wants to sort of protect them. And I sent her a video. It's like, can I cheer you up? Here's a video of a guy who kills PDF files in prison and tells the judge how he does it. She's like, that really helped things. But we have to just expose ourselves on purpose to people who dedicate their lives to not destroying dude, watching the Olympics, just watching a guy just go, wee! Hell yeah, dude. Not hurting anybody. Except
Leaden.
just all day, every day. Not trying to procure young girls or plan pandemics or whatever was being done that resulted in the email response, whoops. All my nightmares are just whoops now. Everything is whoops. The code words, I don't want to know what jerky means. I don't want to know what whoops means. I don't know what I want. Jocks, dude. Jocks are back. I never thought I would say this. All the guys that broke our hearts in high school, okay, who couldn't spell, they're back. They're simple. I love it. No emails, no trap doors, right? They probably get a lot of massages, but I feel like it's from men, you know?
Bro job.
Bro, right? Like, he's simple. They just go, athletes get it, man. They had the most fun they've ever had at 6, 8. They went down a hill and they were like, this is it. That's it. Doesn't get better than this. And they were correct. They were like, this is going to be my job. We're like, oh, I'm going to be the president. He's like, cool. This is as good as it gets. This hill, this flexible flyer, those people won. All right. They're never on their phones. They're just flying through the air at all times. It's as good as it gets, man. Everyone else is like, I'm going to go work at a company for 30 years. Who's going to replace me before I can get my pension? And maybe the skiers are like, cool. Okay, cool. The sledders are like, sick. I'm going to just go slide down this hill again in an inner tube. I know you think I'm like dumb, but go on. Go ahead and keep sitting in that chair for 80 hours a week. If you do ever want to come have the time of your life, let me know. I'll get you a sled. We can put a donut on top of it in case your hemorrhoids are acting up. Let me know. Dude, I was thrilled. It was thrilling to watch the Olympics. Did you see the backflip?
I did.
Dude, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who looks like Ari Matty from Kill Tony. My guy, dude. Speaking of Ren Fair, he's just in full like fur bell bottoms. Love this guy. He understands the assignment. Dude, I love this guy. His parents are coaches, both skating coaches. And I think his grandfather is a skating coach also, which is kind of fascinating to me because like now Olympians are going to start being 3rd and 4th generation, which means we don't really need steroids, right? I mean, like, I feel like the last Olympics, it got a little dicey. We were like, oh no, like we need steroids in this thing. Like, remember when Ray Gun like slips? We were like, oh no, I think they're making this fair.
Ray Gun on steroids would be.
Remember, dude, like there was something going on where we were like, hold on, are we trying to include everyone? Like, what's happening with the Olympics? But now, Nepo babies. There's Nepo babies in the Olympics now, and it's gonna get insane. But I also wonder, like, there should be a separate league. Like, I mean, to have skating parents, I mean, I don't know. It's like in comedy too. It's like, if your parents weren't alcoholics and you're a stand-up, like, you probably shouldn't.
What if your parent
you shouldn't compete with the rest of us.
What if your parent was in Disney on Ice? Does that count as a Nepo baby for figure skating?
No, I could do that. I could.
You can waddle around.
No, I could. They're not even on skate. Like, what are they even
on?
on? They're on like Skechers shape ups. I'm like, what is that gait you're doing? They're just like, I'm just saying, it's just, there's certain things like, I mean, when people say, when they're like, is that person funny? And your twos are just like, his parents loved him. There was no chance. There was really just no chance. You know, it's like, I do think it's unfair when comedians that didn't have traumatic childhoods try to do stand-up. It's like, I'm glad that you did, you didn't have to start doing impressions of Eddie Murphy at 4. Very problematic ones at that. Like, I'm glad you weren't watching Shirley Temple trying to get tips on how to get people to pick you up from Busch Gardens and take you home because your parents forgot. It's just, I don't know. So I'm obsessed with watching the Olympics. Now, listen, I'm going to sell you on this. Not only is the Olympics more thrilling than I recall it being, it's also out of nowhere amazingly boring. Did I send you this thing? There's like these, there's like a rebuffering, like they'll just put up video of random buildings in Italy and be like, the Olympics will resume shortly. Because I guess it's live. So they're like doing, and I'm like, These Epstein files have put me in a manic episode to the point to where the weirdest thing has made like the rage eke out of my bone marrow a little enough to where, hold on, let me just do this. Here we go. Okay, so the only thing more exciting to me about the Olympics right now and the front flips and the back flips on the ice is that I had never seen these before, but they're screensavers that are just on while you're waiting, while they're switching cameras or dealing with like a technical difficulty. It's just showing videos of Italian buildings or something. And it's just like, give us a second. And I'm like, dude, thank you. I needed this time. Like, I would never stop for 3 minutes if I wasn't looking at a screen that I thought was about to start. But like, it's the only time I've had to process any feelings, like, and be alone with my own thoughts. I'm like waiting for
Crying at a trumpet solo.
yeah, totally. But it's just like a photo of a glass building in Italy. And it's like, is it going to start? Is it going to start? Oh yeah, I owe that person an apology. Like, I was like, dude, this is the best way to get people to be alone with themselves and present is to trick them into thinking they're about to see a backflip on ice.
And you're about to make like a life-changing decision. You're like, oh, curling's on. Good.
I'm cooler than I thought. Like, I first of all, the Olympics being in Italy is so funny to me. I've never seen this in the Olympics before, that there's like a screen just saying like, we'll get back to you in a second. The idea
Not so fast, everybody.
the idea that the Olympics is in Italy, where they do not care. They do not. The idea that they're just like, here's a building.
They're not keeping the hype alive between events.
You guys, capitalism isn't our thing. It's 4:30. We've already filmed 2 races today. We're going to go head to the cheese shop before it closes. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. What, like 10 a.m.? What time do we start filming these things? They're like, we need to go home. We've been working since noon. Are you insane? These are the fights that I picture happening while they're like, but you guys, we need to just put a screen up. Like, we need to like get to the next thing. They're like, I don't know. Okay. We have Italian Wi-Fi. It takes Sunday off. Looking at these screensavers, like, nothing happening under the guise of something was about to happen was the closest I've come to. It's almost like nirvana at this point. The only way to calm your mind at this is to be addictively watching something, thinking you're about to get the adrenaline, but then hoping it breaks so you can just wait for it to start again and just hope it's enough time to process your entire life. And remember who you are. I feel like I just finished lunch and it's like dinner. I don't know if that's mom brain. I don't know what's going on, but HOMECHEF is saving my life. HOMECHEF delivers fresh, pre-proportioned meals with easy recipes that taste amazing. HOMECHEF is rated #1 by users of other meal kits for quality, convenience, value, taste, and recipe ease. If it was not for HOMECHEF, I would have starved to death. I mean, truly. A month ago. They've even worked with chefs like Gordon Ramsay. They bring restaurant quality recipes straight to your kitchen. They have over 30 meal options every single week. Classic meal kits, their culinary collection, express options, even a dedicated family menu for 4 or 6 servings. We get it. Some of you have families. Whatever you are wanting, they have you covered. And HOMECHEF customers save an average of $86 a month on groceries. For a limited time, HOMECHEF is offering my listeners 50% off and free shipping for your first box, plus free dessert for life. Go to homechef.com/Whitney. That's homechef.com/Whitney for 50% off your first box and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/Whitney. Must be an active subscriber to receive the free dessert. How does she do it? Huel. That's how I do it. The ready to drink is a complete meal. This is how good Huel is. My neighbor, they wanted to use a lawnmower. Again, I don't listen to them. And they were like, yo, you have Huel in my garage fridge. I have like the Huel, these ready to go, the vanilla and the chocolate. They're like, these are so good. I love these. So like, I'm cool, you guys. It was like, yeah, I just like drink Huel. It's no big deal. I'm like so busy.
I'm a cool mom.
I just like don't have time to cook and I don't want to either. And I'm just like chock full of protein. 27 essential vitamins and minerals, no artificial sweeteners, gluten-free, under $5. What? I should have charged them. They both took like 3. I was like, go for it. By the way, cheaper than a latte. Actually, but I bring it on planes with me. I always have one in the car at all times. I'm obsessed with Huel. I was trying to be a person who like ate in the car with a kid, and it was a disaster. I had a rental car guy be like, were you burgled by a buffet? So now in the car, I'm only doing Huel. On days when I'm home and I want something more customizable, I will use the powder, 40 grams of protein, same complete nutrition, but I like put it in the blender, put peanut butter in it. Pistachio butter is my new obsession to put in a smoothie. Limited time offer. Get Huel today with my exclusive offer of 15% off online with my code Whitney at Huel, HEUL.com/Whitney. New customers only. Thank you to Huel for partnering and for supporting our show and keeping me alive. The doubles luge. Have you watched that? It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. The fact that people are like, I want to be the greatest athlete in the world. I want to go to the Olympics, but I would like to lie down. How does this come about? Like, people have the audacity to ask me how I got started in comedy. Who cares? How did you get into this? I can't. Why is this not? I don't know. Like, I can't find anything. It's just, do you have a coach? I feel like they schedule practice direct. I feel like there's no coach. I feel like, do you talk during it?
They have their own language.
Can you commute? Are you friends? Like, do they ever hang out? Have they ever spoken? Or do they live together? Why is it so quiet in there? Why can't they have music?
Imagine needing to break up with your luge partner.
Or just, what if they don't get along? It's just so fun that they're like an amazing combo but they don't get along. Like, what a nightmare. It is so weird to me to watch what seems to be the most fun looking thing on earth, and they manage to make it awkward. Now you know what I have to do, don't you? Brought up the double luge, brought up 90 miles an hour. What's next, Pat? If you don't know me by now.
The moon?
Who's died doing the luge? Some guy named Jordan Luger in 2010. He lost control of his sled on a training run. He hit a steel pole that was unpadded. I feel like more people got fired after that incident than when the Epstein files were released. I feel like more things changed in that warehouse than have changed in the White House in the past 24 hours. You don't want the crash, but if these people are doing this high-risk thing and they're going to do it anyway, and there might be statistically, there'll be a crash at some point. I wouldn't freak out if it's the one I'm at. Like, I don't want it, but me wanting it's not going to make it happen. So it's going to happen anyway. It might not happen to the one that I paid the tickets for. You know what I'm saying? It's like Alex Honnold's thing. Did you watch Alex Honnold climbing the building? What is that? It's like schadenfreude is the word for enjoying another person's embarrassment. Of course, Germans have a word for it. What is it? What is watching a guy climb a building with what does it say about what's going on, that this is our break from stress? Watching this dude climb up what if he did fall? Would that have been like, was there a plan? It would have been like the Challenger explosion. We just would have been like, what? Send a couple like therapists to the school. If he had ropes, no one would have watched. How weird is that? What does that say? This is our brain now. Dude, I am worried about what this is doing to our brains. Okay? I'm telling you, people in spandex tearing their Achilles open to fiercely compete against each other at 190 miles an hour is wholesome entertainment at this point. Maybe watching someone shatter every bone in their body is a breath of fresh air. But I do have good news. Let's not only talk about bad news. We have good news. A lot of people are resigning from AI companies because they realize they made a huge mistake. Thank you. So that's going to fix it, right? They're like, oh, we're sorry. So now it just all shuts down, right? Like, what? You can't just resign. Like, okay, so we'll talk about the guy that resigned in a second, but there's a video of this woman, Daisy McGregor. I don't know what she's a What is she?
in an ethics type role in the UK for the Department of Science and Technology.
But the great news about all of this is that we've now got, people don't talk about the positive of AI, which is when you see something horrifying, you can just go, oh, that was AI and move on. Didn't happen. It was fake. I find myself doing that. I can kind of sell myself on it. I'm like, nah, it's got 6 fingers. Nah, I see 6 fingers. Like I'll just find a way to make the thing I just saw that is probably real fake, you know? Which, by the way, speaking of, these AI people are just starting to resign. They're just like, you guys were right. You guys that know nothing about AI were onto something.
Yeah, it's a good way to posture your life after your job at an AI company.
Yeah.
Because you are going to be replaced by the AI that you're working for.
Yeah, you didn't resign. You got fired by the AI you created.
Yeah, it's a much better story to say, I decided to resign for ethical reasons.
Because also, by the way, at this point, if these companies even have human employees, isn't that kind of just prove that the thing isn't working?
It's not working, yeah.
So she's doing this interview. Let's just play it.
If you tell the model it's going to be shut off, for example, it has extreme reactions. It could blackmail the engineer that's going to shut it off if given the opportunity to do so, etc.
It was ready to kill someone, wasn't it? I'm not sure if it was Claude or someone else. But,
yeah. Yes.
Seems a little cash. Why downplay it?
It has extreme reactions, so it will, we've published research saying it could blackmail the engineer that's going to shut it off if given the opportunity to do so, etc.
It was ready to kill someone, wasn't it? I'm not sure if it was Claude or someone else. But,
Yes.
The point of having women in this field is we're emotional. We have emotions. How did they hire the one woman who couldn't just freak out? I'll freak out about nothing.
She should get hooked up with that guy at the Atlanta airport.
Like, why isn't she yelling this at the top of her lungs? Why is she saying this on a stage? Like, this was scheduled. Like, she knew this and was like waiting to walk on stage. Like, what are we? Why are you saying this like it's a notion that can be expressed with normal words and sentences? Like, she's like, we're trying to figure out how to align the models with our values. Why are you?
Mm-hmm.
This is like a guy being like, so define cheating. It's like, why isn't she just like, when you try to shut it off, it tries to kill you. When you try to shut it off, it tries to kill you. This is the only thing she should be saying. When it tries to shut it off, it tries to kill. Like, why isn't she making an AI that just makes that song and it's like just playing everywhere at all times? Just and all of it. Like when YouTube put their song on your phone, just it's on everyone's phone. When you try to shut it off, it tries to kill you. Why isn't that the whole speech? Why is she in a blazer? She like put on a blazer to go tell us this?
The guy with the horns from January 6th is probably a better outfit.
I just mean she was just like, okay, I'm going to go brushing her hair. Like, what do you do? This is, how do you decide what to wear when you're about to go on a panel and tell people the species is over? It's just funny. She's like, all right, I guess I'll just go out and at least pretend you don't have a backpack in your car with a seed bank in it. Why is this something I have to watch? I also love that they sent the woman. They're like, let's have her do it. This is a level of gaslighting that is just like, oh, hey, by the way, your water is probably poisoned, but it's only like a 99% chance. And you know what? Don't panic. We're trying to figure out if the water wants to poison us or if it's an accident. Daisy, can I help you with your job? I don't know much here, but I do know how to be dramatic. Okay. It'd be nice to do it with something that actually deserves the drama. Just be like, here, just like, girl, write this down, girl. Hi, everyone. I'm the head of, the Dork AI Institute of Apocalypse Studies. You know what? I don't even need a chair for this one. Lose the chair. Why is anyone sitting down? We should all be standing. Honestly, we should all be everyone just stand up. According to what I've witnessed, we should all be standing at all times.
Has anybody here tried to turn off an AI system? Obviously not, because you're all alive. Be here. So
she should open with a joke. I like that, Pat. I like that. I know. I'm going in. Lube it up a little bit. I'm going in a little bit. She should honestly just be like, guys, I don't know why you're in flip-flops. I don't know why you're in sand. Everyone should just be in sneakers. We should all be ready to sprint for our lives at every moment. Did you see the the 50 Cent Diddy documentary. You know, he was like fully just in sneakers at all times. Just we should all be in the emotional state of, remember when you were a kid and you had to play musical chairs like at gym in front of everyone? It should be like that at all. Just a deep panic. So everyone maybe stand up, go get some pens, paper, write down all your information. Learn everyone's phone number by heart. Memorize your social security number, your birth certificate number. Try to remember something, truly anything. Try and remember one thing that happened today and build up your memory from there. Try to remember to build a memory. Write that down. What's the plan? How do we prep for this? At this point, should we all just be stretching all day, like doing lunges to practice unplugging our devices while also like dodging punches from the cloud? Like, I don't what either don't tell us or tell us what to do. Okay? We're not I'm telling, like, that's why when I saw this guy at the airport, I was like, yeah, when I see someone like shadow boxing out in the street, I'm not like, I look at that hobo. I'm like, he just saw the speech saying that when AI gets turned off, it becomes homicidal. That person, then the guy that resigned. I don't know what Anthropic is.
That's the company that created Claude.
Okay, so he resigns. Okay. He said the world is in peril. He moved to England to become invisible, to study poetry. Okay, well, I'd rather be strangled to death by my Alexa than have to read poetry in the woods, but, you know, whatever, dude. Is there a way you can make someone not quit their job? Like, if you took us this far, you can't just leave. You got to stay and, like, you know, you don't get to just drive the Titanic all the way out to the ocean and be like, you know what? I'm going to just jump on that iceberg. I'd rather die that way. You'd be like, no, you got to kind of stick the landing here, dude.
You're the only one that could even come close to solving the problem.
You're flying the plane, man. You know, the pilot of the plane doesn't get to be like, you know what? This parachute will probably, like, you don't get to, what? Also, what? You don't get to write poetry either. If you worked at the AI, you don't get to just go write your feelings in little limericks when it's the end of the civilization. Can you write full sentences of what's about to happen so that we have an idea? You don't get to just go into the woods while everyone else gets haunted by their Roombas. You don't get to go hide.
Prompts? Can you write some prompts for my LLM?
How about that?
To get it to not kill
How
me?
about all the money that you made doing that? Get us all custom helmets for when we get attacked by our neighbor's Tesla. I don't know how this is going to happen. Am I going to get my ass kicked by a Waymo? I'm not clear what's going on. You don't get to just go scribble in your journal while the rest of us have our faces uploaded to sell our personalities to bots. You don't get to just leave. This is so crazy to me. It's like deadbeat dad of tech. You built this. You got to handle that. You don't get to go be like a nymph in the forest and just go do, you don't get to be like in the fern gully where the crawdads sing. You're not, but and then what about us? What? Oh, so I just have to wake up and see that my bank account is zero because I tried to pay my taxes? Like what? Oh, real. Okay, so my ex-boyfriend his Claude just released all my nudes and you're out in a meadow being a centaur? Are you allowed to just leave after making a mess like that? You don't get to get us addicted to technology and just be like, you know what, guys? This was a bad idea. Does he have kids? I wonder. One of the guys that worked at Facebook, they were asking him about, they were like, oh, are your kids on that? And he was like, are you insane? I would never let my kids on Facebook. And you're like, wait, what? Did you see the Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise thing?
It does look real.
And everyone's kind of freaking out about it. And you're like, all right. Okay. So we're fully using AI to make Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise are fighting each other in a movie that looks real fine. Can we also use this AI to go back to their last movie together, Interview with the Vampire, maybe like take Kirsten Dunst out of it? Maybe make her not 11 in the movie? Let's hold on making the new movies and the new shows and go back and make like Shirley Temple movies. Go back and have it so at the end she kicks all the men in the face who want her to twerk in diapers. Like she gets Lolita have the mom like break the guy's neck or something at the end. I don't know. I feel like we're going to start going back and fixing things we didn't like. What if like Tropic Thunder just comes out again and there's like no blackface, but he still talks like that? And it's even worse somehow. Like sometimes the fix is actually trickier.
Technically corrected.
Like to just go make this movie not racist and be like, oh, I cannot wait to see how this turns out.
No longer offensive. You got it.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, next week is the week we're not talking about the Epstein files.
Yeah, right.
But the good news is we're all about to get desensitized, and this is about to be completely normal and frankly boring. And then we're on to the next one. Love you guys. Don't ride elephants.